How's she going, boys? Mike here, welcome back to Grampie's workshop. Well, project today is a tractor related project. You know that load of gravel I had landed over here? Well, it seemed like it's a month or more ago now. Anyways, I'm finally getting around to spreading that. So that's what we're up to today. I got the box blade on the tractor and the bucket, and we're going to spread that around out there by the play set and along by the fire pit area. Try to make that spot look a little nicer and flatter. Alright, going to try something a little different here. I'm just going to try to narrate as we watch our video about the tractor. So right here we're out driving through under the playset, and you know, just I had pushed gravel in there from plowing all winter, so I'm going in there with the bucket just to try to back drag some of that out and utilize it again under the swing set. So I moved the swings up out of the way there and just back dragging out. What I have here, this load of gravel that you see that I'm going to be digging into, it's about probably 3/4 of a load of a 15-ton load of gravel of crushed rock that I had landed there. I put the first part of it on the driveway, you saw that video, and I'll put a link to that video down below if you want to watch that. But anyway, yeah, just trying to drag some of the gravel that I plowed away all winter, drag it out from between the trees and everything. The sun was getting in my eye there too. It was early in the morning when I started this job, but it was mid-afternoon by the time I finished. I tell you, boy, lots of people, you know, might say subcompact tractor is not big enough to do what you need to do. But if you just look at this, you know, if I had anything other than a subcompact tractor, I wouldn't be able to fit into a lot of these places that I'm getting into the day I did this. Just back dragging out and just feathering that off what I dragged out from in amongst the trees. A lot of this video is just you know, back dragging, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, because once you spread the gravel, then you just back drag it and massage it, I guess is what the word is, you call it. Massage it to try to make it look a little better. So again, in at the tree. Surprising how much gravel I put in there, because when I was plowing snow, I would push the snow right underneath the swing set, right to that back gravel line there. So then as the snow melts, of course, the gravel is left behind, and it ends up where you don't want it. Okay, I'm going to go try and get a bucket load of gravel here now. The thing I like about the new gravel, it's easy to work with, it's easy to dig into, and you can get a really good bucket load there. So that's kind of overfull, so shake it a little bit and then move on. So that's just another view of me getting that bucket. When I was editing, I was trying to make the video, you know, time synced, but I missed it a few spots. So now I'm going to turn around, because what I want to do is start feathering out some gravel in the whole of this landing area. So I started up by that big old tree there and just dropped that gravel down to sort of fill in that bare spot, because when I plow all winter, like I say, the winter plowing does more damage to this gravel than anything else really. And when I plow all winter, I just push all that gravel away. So that's what I was dragging out from under the swing set there. And of course, still have to spread a little bit more in there. So now I'm just digging around here because I'm going to back drag that. Another thing I like to do is, as I'm dumping the gravel, I feather it out of the bucket, but then I like to back drag it and push it and roll it over it, to pack it down good, because the fines are still in that gravel. But unless you pack it down good, it stays you know, soft and like if you drive over that with a car, you leave tire tracks in it. But if I back drag it as I spread it, like it's only a couple inches thick there where I was spreading it, if I back drag that, spread it out good, it packs down better. So now the pile's getting a little low, so what I'm doing is I run in with the tractor and then I pull some gravel off the top of the pile so I can get a good bucket load. So we did a lot of this you know, get a bucket load, go put it where I think I need the gravel, and then then back drag it and smooth it off and pack it down. Did a lot of that to spread out this load of gravel in this landing under the playset. I also have a barbecue fire pit there just to the right of me where the tractor's going down there now. And again, with the small tractor, I was able to maneuver in around that and get some nice gravel spread close up to this little patio that I have built with 2x2 patio blocks. Lots of times, you know, like when you're spreading your gravel, you can feather it out of the bucket when you're going forward, or you can feather it out of the bucket when you're going reverse. The thing I like about like feathering out when you're going forward is when you're putting the gravel down and sort of making the road bed for your tractor as you go. So if you're trying to spread gravel on a really rough surface, it's better to feather it out going forward. But if it's a nice flat surface already graded and in fairly good shape, and you're just maybe putting an inch or two of gravel over top of an already established bed, then feathering it out as you back up tends to work better. But it's up to you really, whatever you're more comfortable with. And that's just the way I found it for me, was, you know, if it's rough undulations, you know, spread it as you go forward and then back drag to smooth it out. It seems to work a lot better. So getting here and I'm having trouble getting a good bucket load off that pile, so I have to sort of mess with the gravel a little bit. And I think I'm going to get a good scoff here. Oh yeah. There you go. Some ruts there from where the wheels spin as I go into the pile of gravel. The wheels will spin, but you can just, you know, drag your bucket over that, smooth them out. Yeah, I like to have a nice smooth surface, a working area in front of my pile, so that when I go into it with the loader, it's not tippy side to side or front to back. It's nice. So here I'm going in behind the fire pit, and like that's only about 6 foot wide there, so I'm able to get in there nice, decent with my little subcompact tractor. So the Massey GC 2300, you can't beat it for maneuverability, and as you're seeing, it can do some pretty good work. Just takes a little bit longer than, say, a bigger tractor, but you couldn't get in there with a big tractor, so, you know. So going back for some more gravel here. Eventually, as I work this pile down, I will spread gravel in by the little shed there that you see in the background, but a little bit more spreading of gravel to do here first. I'm going to turn around and back, as I spread the gravel, I'm going to back alongside the patio. So again, showing the maneuverability of the small Massey Ferguson GC 2300 or any subcompact tractor would be able to get this job done. But a big tractor, you know, you'd be out of luck with this, right? So I dump that load there, and then I'm going to back drag right back and go right behind that little patio that I have, trying to pack this down and level it out. And this is a technique that I like to use a lot too, is I curl the bucket fully back and then I drop it down and I just push. So what's happening is it's not the cutting edge, but it's the back edge of the bucket. I use that just to sort of push the gravel around, and it levels it out quite well. It does take some of the pressure off the steering wheels, the steering tires, so it makes it a little bit tricky to control your direction. But as long as you're careful, that's a good technique, and I like to use that too. So anyways, we're just back dragging that, flattening that off a little. Doesn't look too bad. Okay, now we're going to put the box blade to work a little bit, and I wasn't having good luck from my box blade, but what I'm trying to do here is just push a little bit of that gravel straight back into the back corner there by the shed that's in the background. and again trying to adjust the height of the back blade, because the subcompact tractors don't have repeatable positions for their 3-point hitch lowering. You have to sort of, you know, eyeball it out and figure out where the best spot to put it is. So after I got all that pile pushed back with the box blade, I didn't show much of that there because I had troubles with my cameras. Apologize for that. But then it was just a matter of going back and forth, and back dragging with the bucket edge. And it does a nice job, you know, back dragging like that. And what I find when I'm back dragging that way, I'll work the bucket, the curl and dump feature of the bucket. I put my bucket in float, so it's just the weight of the bucket that's pushing down on the gravel. And then I'll work the curl and dump action of the bucket so that the leading edge, the cutting edge of the bucket will dig into or release on the grade. And you know, that's a bit of a skill, I must say, that I'm not that great at, but you can feather it off and get rid of the humps and hollows and maybe even make it a lot leveler than what you would think. So, you know, that's just a little something that I try to do. So yeah, that's you know, back and forth dragging. I have the box blade on, and I didn't use it a whole lot because I had trouble with my box blade. I have trouble with it. It's not a fault of the box blade, it's an operator error, that's for sure. So I'll talk a little bit about more of that later. So yeah, just back dragging back and forth, and then just about finished here, so doesn't look too bad really. Turned out nice, I think. I like it. And Nanny liked it. Okay, landscaping, spreading gravel with the tractor and the box blade. It's a good job. Good work if you can get it. So we got that gravel spread out around there pretty good. The box blade worked good for hauling that around and moving it. And of course the bucket. I like the back drag with the bucket because it does a nice job. I was having troubles with the box blade there when I was trying to spread the gravel to get it to fill in some low spots. The box blade, I don't know, it seems to me like when I'm using it, it digs deep where I don't want it to dig deep, and it dumps gravel where I don't want it to dump gravel. But I think that's just operator error. Anyhow, we managed to spread it as best we could with the box blade, and then tied it up kind of with the bucket back dragging. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. I think that's the end of my gravel spreading landscaping work for this year. I hope. Anyways, folks, appreciate y'all watching. Don't forget, thumbs up me. COVID-19 is still around, so don't let your guard down on that, because we have to keep aware that it's out there. We'll talk to you.